Well, thank you, Chairwoman Murkowski, for holding this important oversight hearing. And I welcome the witnesses, including our former colleague, Congressman Underwood. Thank you so much for being here. And the Assistant Secretary, thank you for being here. I look forward to hearing everyone's testimony about the challenges of reliable and affordable energy in remote communities in rural Alaska and islands such as Hawaii and a number of our U.S. territories. To me, this is a very important issue because energy is the lifeblood of any economy. Alaska and Hawaii have challenges as it relates to reliable energy sources, and coming from a state where we have seen cheap hydro build an economy over and over again, I just think this is such an incredibly important issue to how your economies grow in the future. This committee has jurisdiction over relations between U.S. and the communities of our fellow citizens, nationalists who live in the territories, and part of our responsibility is ensuring that these communities have viable economies and that there is a need for reliable and affordable energy. We need to look no further than Puerto Rico, where electricity costs are over twice the national average and the public utility is carrying a debt of about $9 billion, to see the consequences of high dependence on costly energy and old equipment. In other territories or in isolated communities in Alaska, electricity costs are typically 3 to 5 times the average of the lower 48 states, and this constitutes a significant challenge to economic development. 2 summers ago, Chairman Murkowski and I traveled to remote areas of Alaska, and I saw this firsthand, the challenges that they face in getting an energy supply and building an economy off of the energy challenges, particularly in the winter months. Very, very challenging situation. These communities effectively bleed cash to operate and maintain their oil-based electric and transportation equipment. Newer, lower-cost electricity generated and transportation technologies are increasingly available, but there are typically 2 barriers to deployment. One, lack of technical expertise to operate and maintain these new technologies, and these are typically lower-income communities, and they often lack the capital resources needed to finance the transition to less expensive fuel and equipment. So partnering with the federal government offers ways to overcome these challenges. First, making sure that we look tapping technical expertise at the Department of Energy and its laboratories. And second, assuring that these communities can leverage the grant programs administered by the Interior's Department of Insular Areas, such as the Empowering Insular Communities Program and Maintain Assistance Program. Similarly, the office helped establish the Pacific Power Association to bring island utility officials to learn more and to share their best practices in meeting the challenges of a reliable and affordable electricity in these remote communities. So I'm glad to have this important hearing today, and thank you again for having this and affording our colleague Senator Hirona a few minutes for her comments.